Adidas cutting ties with Kanye West. I do want to pull up what the statement is from the company, largely in defense of its decision here, which they shouldn't have to defend, but they did address it. They said Adidas does not tolerate anti-Semitism and any other sort of hate speech. Ye's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, dangerous, and they violate the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness. Q4 is huge for a brand like Adidas. Obviously, you've got the deeply human, concerning part of the story, which is most important. There's also a market implication for Adidas, and since that's what we focus on, I want to make sure that I do get your take on that. Q4 is huge for a brand like Adidas for the holiday shopping season. What does this tell you, especially given where we are in the calendar, about all the factors that a company like this has to take into consideration to make a decision like this?
Well, I think you put it well, JD, because in these times, companies have been called upon to act. No, I don't like the term moral arbiters. I really don't think that that's necessarily accurate. But companies do have to reflect the sort of moral compasses of the people that buy their products. I don't believe that companies can simply sell goods and services in a vacuum, look for profitability, and then just carry on as if nothing can happen. Companies have an outsized importance in both public and private life these days. They are integral in terms of our understanding of cultural dynamism and significance. And no more is that so with a case like Adidas, where they purposely brought on an artist and a designer and a singer who has a particular cultural standing in the biggest economy in the world. Now, the fact that they cut ties with him suggests, of course, that they are looking at things beyond profitability. I think that's absolutely correct because the comments were simply repulsive. But the fact that they took this long to do so maybe raises questions about exactly how they are trying to define their corporate identity in a world where these expectations about responsibility seem to be ever changing. The one point of defense I would put forth in Adidas's instance is that the ability to take these decisions is a lot more complicated with German companies than it is with American ones. These discussions have to be taken at a board level, and the board is a lot more complex in terms of its composition than most American companies because they include, amongst other things, people that are represented by a union member on the shop floor. In other words, Adidas employees have a say in these big decisions in the same way that the CEO does, that the chairman does, and other senior executives do. Bringing those people all together to discuss something as important as this isn't as quick as it might be for a US company where the CEO is also the chairman and can largely make these decisions at the turn of a dime. So a small amount of defense, I guess, for Adidas for doing the right thing, but taking so long to do it.